So I don't know what happened, but I'm back. I don't know. Something happened. My phone beeped and I hit the button, which I know not to do because then it takes me out of my live. And sometimes it doesn't let me back into my live. So yeah, that's what it did. It took me out of the live. And then when I went back to be like, no, put me back. It was like, there was no button to say resume. So I was watching myself live and yeah. Womp womp. It's okay though. We're back. We're back. We just had to start over. That's okay. So since we did not go live yesterday, because as I was stating, I needed a day to just relax. It's been a crazy month. Really, like a complete month since my son's graduation party last month. Just thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. And, you know, I needed a break. Like I was exhausted. I did a live early morning Saturday before a baby shower. And, you know, I was out all day for the baby shower. It was just ridiculous. So, yeah, I needed a day. Like I literally just stayed in bed all day yesterday. Literally, I had a meeting at 4. I got up like just before 4 for the meeting, and that was it. Like I didn't get up. I didn't get out of bed until like probably 3:30, 3:45 yesterday. It was ridiculous. So sometimes we just need a day. You got to give your body what it needs, and my body needed some rest, so that's what we did. So we're gonna cook today instead. Oh. Okay, so what we are going to make today is, I usually do this chicken, broccoli, and rice dish. It's mixed with cheese. I usually do it with chicken. Today we're going to do it with hamburger because we're kind of chickened out. We are kind of really chickened out. So I got my rice pot. It's a dish that I can make all in one pot. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. We're going to try it today in one pot so that I can just kind of let it all cook together. So we're going to get some butter going in the bottom of this pot. The only thing I don't have is my onions that I would normally put in here. I didn't buy any onions this month, which is so unlike me because I love onions and I didn't get any. So we're going to put two little cubes, whatever you want to call it, of butter in here and let that start to cook down. I love vegetables in everything that I cook, so I'm also going to cut up some carrots. I just have like some baby carrots that I'm just going to like cut them up into small pieces. I got my little mini chef knife. So I'm just taking I'm just cutting them into little thin circles, that's all. And I'm not going to do a bunch of them. I might even cut these up smaller than this. I might actually like run my knife through these a little bit more after I get these slices all cut up. Just so that they're not like really big pieces. And I'm going to start to cook this first because these are fresh, carrots. They're not canned carrots, so we do want them to kind of soften up a little bit. So I just did kind of like, I wouldn't even say a handful. I probably had about 6 of these little thingies. It's a small, I don't even think it's a full cup, maybe a half a cup. And I'm just going to run my knife through these again to cut these up a little bit more. So, oops. This is what we got now. And so I'm just going to run my knife kind of through these a little bit more just to cut them up a little bit smaller as well. Get them a little bit smaller. And I'm going to turn this pot down so that my butter doesn't burn, because that's butter, not margarine. so we don't want to burn the butter. And we're just going to run our knife through these carrots just to kind of get them a little bit smaller. And then we're going to add it to the butter so that they can saute just a little bit. I also think I'm going to add some celery, like just one stalk of celery as well. Since I don't have any onions, we'll use celery. Y'all see how I got these, how I cut these up, how small I got them. So there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of running my knife through it. And just letting the knife hit where it hits, cut how it cuts. But also paying attention to any pieces that might be still big or anything like that, and making sure that I get those as well. Okay, that looks good. This probably, it's probably about a half a cup. Okay, so we just kind of cut them up. They're not uniformed or anything like that. We're not looking for that. We just wanted to kind of get them a little bit smaller. Okay, so we're going to take this now and put it into the pan. And then I'm going to get a stalk of celery. Some celery hearts. Ooh, excuse me. And I'm just going to pull out one stalk if I can. Actually, I can't pull out one stalk because they are all together. All they do is cut off the tops. So it's like this. So we're just going to take one stalk, just the one, put this back in the bag. I'm going to rinse that off. And then we're going to run my knife down the middle to cut it in half. Okay, so we got halves. Then I'm going to take those halves and cut them into halves as well so that we get these also as small as I can. Oops. Okay, so now we have 4, and then we're just going to cut these small. So again, I'm just going to run my knife, whoops, there we go. Run my knife through this as small as as tiny as I possibly can. And then I'll run my knife through it again, just like I did with the carrots. Hi, Miss Ann. So we got that so far. So I'm just going to run my knife through this again. Let me see if I can put this. It's not going to let you guys see what I'm doing, so that's okay. We are making dinner today. It does not have a name. When I was in Virginia and I worked in the bakery slash hot food section, they used to make this dish. It was chicken, rice, and broccoli with cheese all mixed together as like a bake. And sometimes when I would do it, I would sometimes make it with hamburger instead. So that's what I'm doing, and tonight we are making it with hamburger. Thank you, love. And so far we have some carrots in the pot, about a half a cup of carrots just cut up nice and small. I had baby carrots, so I just sliced the baby carrots and then just ran my knife through them to kind of get them a little bit smaller. And I don't have any onions, so I just took one stalk of celery and cut it into 4s the long way, length way, and then just kind of ran my knife through that to get that really cut up as well. We have 2 tablespoons of butter in the pot. And we're just going to kind of saute this a little bit just to kind of give it, just to get this a little bit, especially the carrots. I don't want it super soft because this will cook for a while with the hamburger and everything else, but we can start to get this a little bit cooked. And then, of course, we're going to use some garlic, because y'all know I love my garlic. A little bit of salt, some pepper, oh, where's that seasoning? My sister-in-law told me about some seasoning and I finally found it. Ah, here we go. So of course it's the Badia, because y'all know I'm trying to get my cabinet to be all Badia. Slowly but surely, I am getting all Badia seasonings into my cabinet. It's gonna happen. So my sister-in-law was telling me about this. So it's the sazon, but it also has seasoning in it. So sazon is the Spanish seasoning that, you know, gives your food that like kind of orangish color. So this is the sazon, but it also has seasoning in it. So we're gonna add a little bit of that. And of course, we're going to add some garlic. We're going to add a lot of garlic. So I like garlic. A little bit of salt, because this is kosher salt, so I don't need a lot. A little bit of salt goes a long way because they're bigger flakes. And then some pepper. Doesn't have any. And we're going to put our seasonings back. We're going to mix this up some more. And then we're going to add our hamburger. So I have about a pound of hamburger, I think. I don't know. It's about a pound. It's this much. It's that much hamburger. Move my pan over to here. So that I don't have to reach across. So we're going to remove our pan over. Now, I would have added more oil to this, but I've got the hamburger in there, and so the hamburger will create its own juice, so there's no need to add any more oil than what's already in here from the butter. The hamburger will create its own little bit of oil, so you'll be fine. It's kind of like that cook up. I have some fresh broccoli, and I'm going to cut this up just a little bit so that it's not so big, because these are nice big florets. So I'm going to, I guess, kind of cut these in half. Not sure if I'm going to use them all. I'm going to cut them in half. If they're bigger, I'm going to, you know, get them as small as I possibly can. Like this. How's your Monday, Miss Ann? Any big plans for this week? Cut up a little bit more. And we'll keep mixing the hamburger, letting it cook a little bit, and then mixing it up some more. And we're going to keep cutting up this broccoli. Ain't nobody got nothing for you, Coco. Hi, beautiful. You got to do that makeup live because I didn't go live yesterday, so. Oh, that's okay. Clean and get ready for coffee date. Uh-oh, got a coffee date. Uh-oh. That sounds nice. I figured it was you. You know, I didn't go live yesterday because I needed the rest, and then I meant to like post something saying that I wasn't going to go live. Like I woke up yesterday probably like around 10 or so, and I in my head was thinking you need to make a post because you know you're not going to go live, and I fell back to sleep. I fell back to sleep, so I didn't get to do that. So I was like, I need to, if I'm not, you know, if I don't go live, I can still make it up during the week. So that's what we're gonna do since I gotta cook anyway, right? So right now in the pot we have hamburger, we have some carrots and some celery, like a half a cup of each, and about a pound of hamburger. This might even be a little bit more than a pound of hamburger. Might be like a pound and a half. I think the pack that I bought was like 3 pounds. And I broke it in half, so this is probably like a pound and a half, roughly a pound and a half of hamburger. And then I use some garlic, some pepper, and some of this new seasoning that I have, Badia sazon seasoning, and a little bit of salt. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic, and the sazon seasoning from Badia, which is the sazon flavoring. It is horrible. It is a horrible thing. I can't stand it. I have the CPAP and everything else, but it's like I'm not gonna put my CPAP on if I know I'm not sleepy, because then I just feel like I'm cheating the system. Like it's for me when I go to sleep to make, you know, to help me sleep better and not, you know, stop breathing and stuff like that in my sleep. But if I'm awake, why am I wearing it? Like it doesn't make me go to sleep or anything like that. So I know my doctor's going to be like, you're not wearing it regularly, and I'm going to be like, well, I'm still not sleeping, so why would I put it on if I'm not asleep? I didn't fall asleep until 6 o'clock this morning. So alright, so we got our hamburger. So this is our hamburger mixture. So you can see the carrots. It's got some celery in there too, which you probably aren't going to see. Okay. And we're going to add some broccoli to this. I don't know how much broccoli I put. This is probably like 2 cups of broccoli. Sorry guys. This is probably like around 2 cups of chopped up broccoli. Broccoli down. Broccoli down. Oh, that was nice. That's cool. You got to spend some time with the boys. I'm going to cut up a little bit more broccoli. I like a lot of broccoli in this. If I was using frozen broccoli, I would just use... Right. You're a mess. Yes, I can. Yes. I like a lot of broccoli in this. And because I have so much hamburger, the extra broccoli is actually going to be a good thing. So you can chop your broccoli however you want. You can chop it up into little pieces. You can, you know, use it as florets. It's all up to you. I like to do it in a mixture of the two. And then we're going to mix this together as well. So like I said, this is kind of like a one-pot dish. You can cook it all together in one pot. You don't need to make it, you know, you can do your rice separately if you want to and then mix it all together. It's all completely up to you. But why not do it all in one pot? Alright, so we got some broccoli. Still not enough broccoli for me, y'all. Still not enough broccoli. I'm looking at it. It's still not enough broccoli for me. Because I'm thinking, when I add the rice, so I still want some more broccoli. When I add the rice, I feel like my broccoli is going to disappear. Alright. That's all. So I probably did like maybe 3 cups total of broccoli. Maybe I didn't do much more. We do. Y'all do. I'm sure you do. It's especially now. Like everything is good now. So you got everything up and running. Alright, so we're going to use some jasmine rice because y'all know that's my favorite rice. It's really the only rice that I use is jasmine rice. I love one pot meals. Easy, go, nothing, you know, just clean one pot. Okay, so we're going to do 1 cup of rice. We're just going to add a cup of rice in there. And then we're going to mix this up. And then we're going to get 2 cups of water. Now, I haven't done this as a 1 pot meal in a minute, okay? So, if it doesn't come out right, don't shoot me. But you could adjust. The only thing that may not come out right is I may need a little bit more water, but I don't think so. So we're just gonna let this cook down a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven. And it's that simple. I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese. Yep, I'm gonna add the cheese now, because I want it to be melted and to be all cooked together when it's done. I don't want to have to mix the cheese in afterwards when it's already done. Yeah, see, that's cool. That's awesome. It's nothing like having a good relationship, you know, just because y'all aren't together anymore. Alright, so I used about a half a bag of shredded cheese. And we're just going to mix this all together. Mix this all together. Ooh. Out there acting crazy, y'all. Okay. So it looks a little crazy now. I know. So it's got the rice. It's got the cheese. It's got a cup of water. 2 cups of water. 1 cup of rice. Like 3 cups of chopped broccoli. 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of hamburger. Some carrots, some celery or onions, mushrooms, green peppers, whatever you want to put in there for your veggies. That's what I had, so that's what I used. We're going to put the top on this, and then we're going to put it in the oven. It's that simple. 1 pot meal. Easy breezy. Put it in the oven, let it cook. Go about your business. In about 20 minutes, it should be done. Really all you're waiting for now is for the rice to cook. So however long it takes for your rice to cook. It's another reason why. Me, girl, I love cheese. See, mine's is bread. I do love cheese. I really shouldn't eat cheese because I'm lactose intolerant, but I love cheese. But my weakness is bread and potatoes. Like, sis, I love bread. And I especially love like fresh baked bread. So you know when you go in the grocery store, whoo, and they got that bakery section where all the fresh baked bread is. That's my weakness. I love bread. So let's clean up. Clean up. Clean after yourself, you know. Don't leave your area a mess. Clean it up. Well, you know what I mean. You know. You know. Alright. Let's wipe. I think my husband didn't clean up after him because I didn't use no oil. And there's oil on the stove. So I think he made a mess at some point. Hi, Archie! Y'all, I'm thinking about starting another business. I know y'all like, girl, can you just stop? I know, but I think it will be good for this page because y'all know I love to cook. And, you know, even if I just use it for me, I mean, but it's Pampered Chef. And I love Pampered Chef products. And since we already have a cooking channel and we're talking about cooking, I was like, I could actually use the items while I'm cooking, right? So it's just a thought process right now. Like me and Audrey are talking about it. I kind of mentioned it to Hubs, you know, just kind of in passing. You know, I shot him the idea and, you know, he gave me that look like, babe. He just kind of gave me that look. You know, so I had to tell him, you know, I could use the stuff on my right. You know, I was like, I could use the stuff on my cooking page. It's not like, you know, people could see me using the stuff and, you know, and then I could be like, hey, if you want this spatula, I sell it. You know, so, you know, I know he'll support whatever I do. He'd just be like, babe, are you really gonna do it? I love my husband. At least I'm trying. You know, my health keeps me home. So, but I'm not one of those who just, you know, I'm just gonna sit down and do nothing. I'm trying to contribute, you know. At least I'm trying to contribute something. All right, so stove is cleaned off. The food is in the oven. Let's put these veggies back in the refrigerator. Yes, gotta clean as we go. Got to clean as we go. I have to. All right, hold on. Let me put my carrots, and just a little bit of broccoli left. We still got a half a bag of cheese left. And we still got a whole bunch of celery hearts left. That stuff back in the refrigerator. That stuff is trash. Okay. So we're gonna let this stuff cook for a minute. We're gonna let that stuff cook. Cook. Oh, ow. Okay. So dinner is cooking. And, you know, I'll come back and I will do a video when I take it out. If I need to add more water to it or anything, I'll definitely let you guys know that. And, you know, I'm always hurting myself, Audrey. You just had to get up in here, didn't you? You had to find a way to get in the camera. She had to find a way, y'all. She's like, you're not in the kitchen now, mommy. I'm not in the kitchen now, mommy. You say hi. Say hi to the people over there. You say hi. Say hi, Kokos. Where are you going? Oh, now she's going to get her toy. She'll never want me to play with her toy. Nope, she changed her mind. She's a hot mess. Kokos. You say hi. You look all weird now. Your eyes are glowing. You look scary. Your eyes are glowing. Kokos. Hi, the babies. Hi, the babies. Hi, the babies. You say hi. You say hi, Kokos. You say hi. You say hi to the peoples. You say hi. No, don't get up on mommy's sofa. Don't do it. I see you thinking about it. She's a mess. Oh yeah. You know, I don't even remember why I bought this. Oh, I know why I bought the celery. I bought the celery to get I made for the 4th of July. I made a vegetable platter to take to my sister's house. So I did carrots, celery, cheese and pepperoni, and cucumbers. I did cucumbers. I was going to do broccoli, but I decided last minute not to do broccoli. So I did cucumbers instead. And then I was mad because nobody ate any of the vegetable platter. So I was like, I could have kept my vegetables at home and I could have ate them, because nobody ate none. I was the only one eating the vegetable platter. I was kind of mad. I wasn't mad, but I was like, really? Nobody wants no vegetables? Y'all need to eat some vegetables. I know it's a barbecue, but y'all need to eat some vegetables. You know, kids usually like vegetables. Like, at least the hard, crunchy ones. Like, most kids that I know, they like the vegetable platter. But yes, I love, you know, like, it's just like a little, like, there weren't no chips or anything like that. So usually kids will like to snack on, you know, like a celery and mess up the ranch dip and stuff and get some carrots. But nah, they weren't having it. So it's okay. It's okay. I made baked beans too. I'm learning this new way of making baked beans. And I did go live for that the week before Sunday, but we had to stop abruptly. But I just found out, like, maybe a couple of weeks before that, last month, that my husband likes baked beans with kielbasa in it. Sorry. I have a piece of carrot in my tooth. I never had baked beans with kielbasa in it before. Never. Like, you know, pork and beans with hot dogs, yes. But I kind of guess that's kind of the idea of it. In my head, like, when I saw it, I was like, is that pork and beans with hot dogs? And she was like, no, that's baked beans with kielbasa in it. Yeah, like, I never had that before. And so my husband goes, oh, this is my favorite. And I look at him like, we've been together 12 years. And you ain't never told me that you like kielbasa in your baked beans. Like, I don't make baked beans. I'll make them a lot. I make pork and beans more than I make baked beans, because he's like pork and beans with hot dogs. I am blessed to have a husband that will just eat. He's not super picky. He'll have hot dogs and beans. He'll have manwich and chips. He's good. Tuna fish sandwiches with some chips. He is good. He has a wife who loves to cook, but also, you know, if it's one of those days where I'm just like, listen, I'm making tuna fish tonight, he'll be super happy. Because we had those days growing up. Tuna fish sandwiches with some chicken noodle soup. We had those days, you know, and it was a good dinner. So I'm blessed to have a husband that's not like, tuna fish sandwiches, that ain't dinner. That's what you making me for dinner? I'm blessed to have a husband that'll be like, babe, can you make me some tuna fish? Like, he'll actually request tuna fish sandwiches for dinner. So I love vegetables. Okay, Facebook is doing that weird thing with my comments again, y'all. Won't eat beef or pork. We don't do a lot of pork. That we don't. And I say that, but then when I kind of think about the things that we do eat, like pepperoni, like I said, I put pepperoni in the platter, but we rarely do pepperoni. So like we rarely even have pizza. He does like bacon, but we don't buy bacon often because it's so expensive. I did realize that, like, Walmart's bacon is not that expensive. I think I could get one for like $4 or $5 at Walmart, but that's still expensive. Like, our local grocery store that's close to us, it costs like $7, $8 for a pack of bacon. And I'm like, oh, you bugging. $7 for some bacon? And then, like, the local chain grocery stores, you can catch them on sale. So when I catch some bacon on sale, I will grab it. I'm not spending more than $4 on some bacon. So when I catch it for like $4, I will grab him a pack or two. And, you know, he'll make it last as long as he can. So, and he makes pork chops. When he cooks, he normally does pork chops. I wish I could get him to make something else. But he loves, that's like, he swears that's the only thing he can cook is pork chops. I know it's not true. But that's the one thing that he will make. So usually on Friday nights, if he cooks, we'll have pork chops, unless I'm just like, babe, can you please make something else? And then he'll be like, well, like what? But, you know, I try not to do pork. Your best. Yes, we know. We know. Well, you got your boys. You got your boys. Your boys are little men. Yes, that's a signature dish. Pork chops with Alfredo. Like, he'll usually do like some type of Alfredo noodles on the side. Noodles with Alfredo something. And I'll be like, babe. Like, I think I posted like 3 weeks in a row, like when Hubs cooks, and it'll be like pork chops, applesauce, Alfredo, and broccoli and cheese, or broccoli and something, or some type of vegetable. And I'm just like, babe. Or he likes his cheddar cheese broccoli rice. And I'm just like, babe. And I can't complain. I mean, he cooks once a week, so I should let him have his day and let him cook whatever he wants. If that's what he wants to make every Friday, at least I know we're gonna eat on Fridays. And it's not that the noodles aren't good, because they are good. I have to like not eat a whole bunch of them because I'm not supposed to, but I love them. You know, we haven't had tacos in a while. I have not made tacos in a little while. I only like soft tacos. So for me, if we have some hamburger left over from, what would we have hamburger left over from? I don't know, like manwich. I'll turn manwiches into like nachos, and I'll use that manwich sauce and make me a taco. If we have some chicken left over, I can have a taco at any time, because I always have tortillas here, flour tortillas here, because I can just munch on those. Oh, that pizza and mac and cheese, girl. Pizza and mac and cheese. It is. It's so hard to stay away from them. I can't do a lot of mac and cheese though. One, it's cheese, and two, it's such a rich food. I had the gastric surgery in 2019, so I'm really trying to stay on track. Was it 2019? 2000, or was it 2020? I don't know. I forget now. I think it might have been. I think it was 2019. Yeah, 2019. I had the gastric surgery. I didn't get this. I got the sleeve, not the gastric bypass. I wish they would have done the bypass, because I do have acid reflux, and they say if you have acid reflux, you should do the bypass. I think that doctors like to do the sleeve first, and then if something goes, if they, you know, your acid reflux starts to act up, then they can go back and charge you twice and go back and do the bypass. Because that's what will happen if, you know, my acid reflux keeps acting up. And I'm like, I should have just like demanded the bypass, because that's really what I really wanted. But it's whatever. Like, COVID really messed me up. Ooh, I'm gonna try that. I have been using the Instapot a little bit more. I broke out the my stand mixer. Hubs got me the KitchenAid stand mixer. I've been wanting that for years, and him and my son, they got it for me, I believe, like Christmas last year, and I'm hoping it hasn't been in a box since longer than that. But we don't have a lot of counter space in my kitchen, so like there's a little itty bitty small kitchen counter on the side of the stove, probably about as wide as my phone. It's not that wide, probably like maybe 12 inches wide, and then there's the counter on the side of the sink, which is where the dish drain is, the microwave, my coffee pot, and there's no more room on that counter space. So that's my counter. That's it. So a lot of times, like when you see me cook, I'm using the kitchen table to prep stuff on, or that little 12 inches in between the stove and the refrigerator, because that's all I have. So like my Instapot, it's in the kitchen, but it's like out of sight, out of mind. It sits down on this little shelf underneath everything, so it's kind of just out of the way. And now my stand mixer is down there too, so hopefully I will remember to use it, you know, because you can do so much more than people think of it as, you know, baking. Oh, I'm not a big baker, but there's so much stuff that you can do with it, not just, you know, for baking. You know, if you make homemade mashed potatoes, you could use it to whip that up. You could, you know, there's just so many things that you can do, and the attachments that you can get to add, you know, so I always wanted one. I did go to culinary school, so that's like really, really, really when I wanted one. And I probably would have used it a whole lot more if I had got it then. But I'm glad I got it. And so now, you know, I use it this weekend making the cupcakes for the baby shower. That's why I opened it. I was like, yes, now I have a reason. So I got to make 48 cupcakes. I can use my thingy. That's what we were thinking about, but I just don't have a place to put it. So what we were thinking about doing is making this, finding some way to make this area one, like either making some type of long shelf to go here that has the 3 shelves on it, because I also have mugs in here. So my stand mixer's down there, my Instapot is over there, and then you see that's what it is. I've got, you know, stuff over here that there's no room for up in the cabinets, cocoa move. You know, so we have stuff. So if I could measure this area here and get a shelf that has like 3, even if we have to make something that has like 3 shelves on it, okay. And oh yeah, yeah, I won't be able to once, now that it's down there, but there's nowhere to put it. So like this is the little shelf, the little counter space, which you see it's already full. So like when I was cutting my vegetables, I was cutting it in this space right here. And my cutting board is of course bigger than this space, but this is what I had to use because the cake is there. And then, or I'll be right here. And then, so that's my only other counter is right there, but that's, you know, in use right now. Hold on, I think my camera, there we go, that's better. So yeah, so no counter space. No counter space. But yeah, so we're working on this. It's, you know, in our minds, we're thinking of ideas of what we can do. But like I said, probably if I can just, I'll probably try to make some type of shelf that we can do. That'll be 3 shelves. And yeah, we're good with our hands. We can work it. We can figure it out some type of way. Or get 3 individual shelves that are like the same height, tall enough, and then put them over here and do it that way too. Let me check this meat while I'm in here. Let's check dinner since we're in here. Stand up phone. Coco, I am not dropping anything. She'd just be waiting for me to drop something. Okay, it's gonna have to go back in. I can tell that already. But I am gonna mix it and let y'all see. So we're just gonna mix it up. It's not all the way done yet. I'm gonna just mix it. I know I can tell that the rice isn't all the way done. This is gonna be so good. I can just tell. This is gonna be so good. The cheese is nice and melted in there. Oh, this is gonna be so good. All right. So we're gonna put the lid, the foil back. I'm gonna taste this. Oh wait. No. There's a little bit of a crunch. I was gonna say, wait, the rice is done. No. There's a little bit of a crunch. Maybe like another 10 minutes. So like I said, 20 minutes. 20, 30 minutes and it'll be done. So it's probably been about 15. So yeah. Ooh, okay. I will have to look into that. You look like yourself again. Hold on, what you say? Hold on. Instapot. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. We're talking about butter. That little piece of crunchy rice is in my throat. I'm trying to remember to drink. Trying to get back. When I first had my surgery, I drank and drank and drank, and I was doing so good, drinking. And at some point, I got back into my old habits. Like, my goal is to drink 3 of these a day. This is, I think it's 30, I think it's like 30, I forgot. I think it's like 30 something ounces, 32 ounces. And so my goal is to drink 3 of these a day. It's 6:30. I'm just taking my first sip, and this is my tea. I haven't been up. I got up at 12, so like I haven't been up all day. It's been 6 hours, but still, this is my tea from this morning, and I've only taken like a couple of sips of this. So, like I'm really doing bad today. Ooh, you're gonna have to share that recipe, Maverick. You're gonna have to share that recipe, please. And feel free to share it in here. Like, if you guys have recipes that you would like to share, you feel free to inbox me the recipe if you have a picture of it. I'm not sure if you guys can post actually to the group, to the page rather. But if you don't see a way where you can actually post like a picture of your your meal with your recipe, then just send it to me. And if you send it to me, that's probably better. That way it'll look as the page. And then I can, I will definitely credit you for the recipe. Like, I'm not going to say, hey, check out my new recipe. I would definitely credit you for, sending us the recipe. But, like if you make something and you're proud of it and you want to share it, definitely inbox me or inbox the page. Hey, we'd like to share this recipe with the group. And I am more than willing to share that with you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm like, oh my goodness. It got stuck right in my throat. It's crazy. Not in the mood to be starting a choking fit. I really don't want to start a choking fit. But yeah, so I think that's it. We're going to let this food finish cooking. We got another 10 minutes. Probably another 10 minutes. It'll be done. And then I will do a video with it being completely done and all of that stuff. And I will let you guys know what me and Audrey talk about. And, maybe I'll do... Uh-oh. We got blurry for a moment. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what happened. Okay. I don't know what happened, but my camera went blurry for a minute. Maybe we'll do another party or something, kind of like as an introductory if I decide to do it. I know that I'm like 90% sure that I want to do it. I just got to watch a video, kind of see all the ins and outs, got to get all the facts to know how much it costs to start and, all of that type of stuff. And then, so stay tuned. I will definitely let you guys know because I'm like this close to wanting to do it. And I'm excited about it. Like, I'm actually excited about it because it's totally different than what I do right now, right? Right now I do beauty and skincare and accessories. So food is like one of my first loves. Like, my love language is cooking. Like, I love to cook. If you having a party, you want me to make something for you, call me. I will do it because I love to cook. I'm also very hard on myself though when it comes to my food. Like, I made the cupcakes for my daughter from another mother. She's my son's daughter. They have different mothers, the same father. So she had a gender reveal, and I made cupcakes for her. And so my icing was not coming out right, and it was like I was so upset. Like, I went and bought like all brand new stuff. Went and got new butter. Went and got new powdered sugar, everything, and started all over again. Then I realized I had made one buttercream and I made one cream cheese frosting, and that was the difference. Like, the buttercream was perfect. It was nice and hard the way it was supposed to be. It was, it was piping out perfectly, and then I was like, why is this one so soft? Why isn't it nice and hard like this one? And then it dawned on me that I had made one a cream cheese frosting, but when I read the directions, because we lost everything when we were in Virginia, so all of my recipes are gone. So that's kind of like part of why I also haven't been baking in a really long time, because when we were in Virginia, my husband had bought me everything. I had all the baking tips, I had, you know, mixers, I had bowls, I had cooking pans, I had everything. And when we lost everything, it was kind of like a depressing thing for me. So I do this. I get so excited, you know what I mean? And then was using the mixer, and I was just so excited. And the recipe said that it was pipe worthy. She said that she had adjusted it, and you know, she had adjusted the recipe, and there was enough, it was stiff enough that you could pipe. And it wasn't that it wasn't stiff enough, but it was very, very quickly getting, you know, like almost to the consistency of like a store-bought frosting, and you can't pipe that at all. And I had to keep putting it back in the refrigerator. So it was like I put some in the bag, put it right back in the refrigerator, and then I had to wait for it to re-stiffen. And you know, the piping bag that I have that came with the kit that I bought is only like this big, and it's a silicone bag, and I just didn't really like it was just so much stuff. And so when I went out and bought all new stuff to make another buttercream, it still was not acting right. It was still like the pink was perfect, the blue just didn't want to pipe right. And so when I'd pipe it, it would be like, I don't want to say watery, but it was just ridiculous. And I was like near to tears, and my husband was like, babe, it's okay, it looks pretty. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. And I was knocking, you know, taking the icing off and redoing it, and then taking the icing off and redoing it. I was at the point where I was like, nope, I'm going to the store and I'm going to buy them some cupcakes, and I'm just going to apologize, and they don't, you know, they don't got to pay me anything. I'm not doing this. I was just so upset. And then everybody loved them. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're so ugly. You're just being nice. I was so, and that's the downfall of, you know, cooking being my love language, is that I'm super, super hard on myself when it comes to cooking. Like, it has to be perfect. Like, I will be like, nope, we're having pizza tonight. This food didn't come out right. Y'all cannot eat this. We're having pizza. And my husband would be like, it's just a little burnt. It's okay. I like it charred. Yeah. Yeah, and I had put so much powdered sugar in it. And it was because it was the cream cheese. It was the buttercream was perfect. The cream cheese icing was the one that was being too soft. And, you know, I only did the 1 bar of cream cheese like she said. I did the 1 stick of butter like she said. I did the 4 cups of powdered sugar like she said. And then she said if it's not stiff enough, you can add more powdered sugar. So I added more powdered sugar. I even added more butter, because, you know, when that's what keeps it hard, is the butter. When the butter, you know, stiffens up, that's what gets it hard. I added more butter. I added more powdered sugar. I was like, you know what, this icing is going to be so sweet. I can't do this. So, but it's okay. It was my first time. And that's what Hubs kept saying, babe, it's your first time. You haven't done this in a minute. Relax. It's okay. Girl, I'm so hard on myself when it comes to my food. So hard. Because I want people to enjoy. I want folks to enjoy what I cook. I want it to be good to them. I want them to like it. I want it to look appealing, you know, because we eat with our eyes. So I want it to look appealing. And I just be like, if it is not good, if it doesn't look good to me, it's not going to look good to you. And other people may not feel that way, especially like if it's not something that they do, they're more than likely going to be like, oh, that's awesome. And I'm going to be like, no, it's not. But we're always too critical of ourselves. You know, we're always overly critical of ourselves anyway. So yes, he is. He's a good one. He's quick to be like, babe, it's okay. And then my son came up and I was like, do these look okay? And he was like, yeah, they look good. So, you know, between the two of them, and then everybody that was there, like when I brought them, they were all like, oh, who made these? And she was like, she did. She was like, oh my God, they're so cute. So yeah, And they were pink and blue, so I had to mix. She wanted blue on one side and pink on the other side, but because I couldn't get the consistency right, I didn't do that. So I mixed them together, so it was blue on one side of the bag and pink on one side of the bag. So when I piped them, it came out kind of mixed together. I don't know if y'all saw the picture. If not, I'll post it here, because I did take pictures. I didn't take the pictures I wanted to, because I wasn't proud of them like that. So I did have them take some pictures of them at the baby shower. Yeah, but it was like piped together, the blue, so it came out like a blue and pink swirl. And then some of them look purple, because I guess you mix blue and pink together and you get purple. So it was like blue, pink, and a little bit of purple mixed in there. But it was cute. It was cute. It was nice. I guess it was okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna really go this time. We always be having such great conversation. You guys are awesome. I love y'all. Yeah, so I will keep you guys abreast to what is going on with the Pampered Chef, and if I'm going to do it, and when I'm going to do it, and how we're going to do it. I will definitely keep you abreast to that. I'm super excited about it. I'm pretty sure it's just going to come down to a financial thing. I'm pretty sure that's what it's just going to come down to, when we can financially do it. But that's it, y'all. I can't wait to eat this dinner, because it was, even though the rice was still a little crunchy and choked me, tried to kill me. The rice tried to kill me. So it's a hamburger. Like, they have, I don't even know what it's called. Like, I don't even think that, like, it has a name. It's just chicken, rice, and broccoli. Every time, like, I just really look up chicken, rice, and broccoli, and it comes up. Like, I don't think it has an exact name, but it's usually, the way I first saw it was chicken. So chicken breasts cooked, or chicken thighs. I like chicken thighs because chicken thighs are so much juicier, but you can use chicken breasts, chicken thighs, whatever part of the chicken you want to use. Cut it up just like I did, and do it exactly the same way, except do, oh wait, I never used corn. I never thought of cornstarch. See? Oh, corn. Never thought about that. You can use that instead, you know. So I used hamburger today instead of chicken, because I was just chickened out, and we hadn't had hamburger in a while. So I used the hamburger tonight. Yes. So usually I cook it separately. Usually I make my rice separate, and then I do everything else, and then I mix my rice in with it all, so that I know for sure my rice is done. So tonight I wanted to try it as a one pot meal and just, you know, cook it all together. So we'll see if it comes out right. Maybe I might need to add a little bit more water or let it cook a little bit longer, but we'll see. So 20 to 30 minutes in the oven is what I'm shooting for, you know, and we'll see. I got it covered. We'll see how that goes. I just checked it. It had been about 15 minutes and the rice was still a little bit crunchy. So we'll see how it works in another 15 minutes. And, you know, so it's cheese, your favorite meat, cheese, your meat, your rice, your broccoli. It can just be those ingredients, just those 4 ingredients if you want, and whatever seasonings you want. I always add some onions. I didn't have onions, so I used celery, I used carrots. I would have used onions and peppers and mushrooms as well if I'd have had that, you know. So do it how you like to do it. I like to sneak vegetables in as often as I can. My husband doesn't really like vegetables, so I like to sneak them into a meal. And that's what they say, you know, cupcakes are good. They can be as messy as all get up, but they're cupcakes, so don't nobody care. And I really wanted to go like all out and put little stuff on the inside, you know, like to have it opened up, and they would have known, we would have all known that it was blue, because the baby it was a gender reveal. It was a boy, but we didn't do that. They did like a balloon popping thing where, like, in one of the balloons was the gender, so they popped the balloons until they got to the right one that popped, that showed it was a boy. It was fun. There was a lot of fun. In the mix, I mixed it in okay. I'm going to try that next time. I think I need to get some more cornstarch, because my other son downstairs, he uses it with him when he fries chicken. He makes the best fried chicken. And I think he mixes cornstarch in his flour to give the chicken like that crunch, I guess. I need to ask him how he does it, because I don't do fried food often. But like if I want some fried chicken, I'm usually asking him like, yo, can I get you to make some fried chicken? But now he's working, so I don't really ask him, because when he's also a cook. So he works in a restaurant, so the last thing I want to do is ask him to come home and do some more cooking. But if I want some fried chicken, he's usually the one that I ask. Now, my mom made fried chicken the other day. She cooked last Tuesday. It was so good. It was so good, y'all. Like, I haven't had fried chicken. Actually, I had fried chicken on the 4th because my sister made it. Did she have fried chicken? Hold on. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. When did I have fried? Do I feel like I had fried chicken recently? Somebody made some fried chicken. I don't remember where it was, but somebody made some fried chicken before my mom. But anyway, my mom made fried chicken. It was awesome. Like, it was so like, the crunch was amazing. I know my husband was going to be mad because, you know, the next day it's nowhere near. It's not crunchy. It's no longer crunchy. He had to work that night, so he didn't get like the fresh, crunchy fried chicken. He likes fresh fried chicken, so you get that crunch. It was amazing. Like, amazing. So I have to figure out what she did too. Oh. She eats funny. My mama eats funny. So in her older age, her palate has changed. So I think she will mix everything together in one meal and throw an egg in it and be like, okay, I'm good. Like, Mom, what's that? Like, what's that? God bless her. It's okay. See, and we don't really do fried foods like that. That's one thing that we really have like limited. But they had fried chicken at the baby shower. My mom made fried chicken, and I swear I had fried chicken somewhere else. Maybe it was at my sister's on the 4th, because I don't think I've been anywhere else. But I feel like I've had fried chicken 3 times. I really do. I know 2, but I feel like I also had like a plate, and it also had fried chicken on it. But I didn't think about that. I will have to think about that. I will have to try that. You know, there's so many things that you can probably do with an air fryer that I don't even know. You know, so I'm going to have to pull out my air fryer, like read the instructions. Duh, it comes with a thing, and it usually has like a little recipe book. I have to go pull them out and see what it is that I can do, because mine is like an Instapot / air fryer. I don't know if they're all like that, so I can make, you know, my rice and all that other stuff in there. My son's is an Instapot. His is an Instapot air fryer. So his is just an Instapot. And I used his. His was the first time that I used anything. Yes. Exactly, Audrey. It's exactly what it is. It's a grown-up easy bake oven. Yes, I want to get one of those. Not an easy bake oven, but you know, because even toaster ovens have grown up. Remember like toaster ovens when we were young? Like it was just to like make, you know, like little bagel sandwiches or little bagel bites or something like that in there. You know, like toaster ovens have grown up too. Like they've come a whole long way. Like you can make pizza in your toaster oven now. It's amazing. Things have come so far. Like toasters, you know, I think toasters are probably the only thing that's still just a toaster. You can put your bagels in there. You can put your bread in there. I think those are the only things that haven't really grown up any. It's just a toaster. But, you know, I've seen people, now I've never tried this, but I've seen videos of like turning your toaster on its side. If you have like the wide slice toaster, and putting, you know, the cheese in between your bread, and then putting it in there and kind of making a grilled cheese sandwich. I've never done it. I keep saying I want to try it, but I don't have the wide slice toaster. We do want to get one, but we don't have it now. But I've seen a few videos like that where people have done that. I don't know if it's true, because you know people like to do things on videos and say that they did it, but they didn't really do it. So I don't know if that really works, but I would like to try it. I think I'm going to try it when we upgrade our toaster. Microwaves are like Ooh, mushroom. Oh, stuffed mushrooms. That sounds good. I have to air fry it now. Oh, and I mean, that was why I got the air fryer, was, might do it once. Yeah, and that's why I think they had it turned sideways, like you turn it on its side so that, you know, the cheese doesn't melt all out. You just, I guess the cheese is supposed to stay in the bread because you have it laying sideways versus standing up straight. But I'm like, why not just put it in the toaster if you have a toaster oven? But everybody doesn't have a toaster oven. Most people have a toaster. Or, like, I got my son, they have the sandwich maker, not the quesadilla maker, but the little flip handle, pull up and down thing, sandwich maker, where you put your sandwich, your bread in there and top it, and then you close it, and it makes, like, the little indent with, like, the slice in the middle, and it crimps all the edges. So I bought him that, because he likes to do, you know, stuff like that. So I figured he could. We used to have a quesadilla maker because he likes to make quesadillas. You know, I haven't done that in a while either. Remember I was doing the videos before when it was big to do like the big tortillas, and they were doing them in the skillet with, you know, like the different types of meat, and then you folded it up, and then you folded it over, and you kind of made this nice little triangle pocket. Did y'all see those? That's when I started really getting back into flour tortillas. Like, I like my tortillas, but I was only using them at that time for either a wrap sandwich or, you know, a taco. But then that thing had me using it for, we were making breakfast tortillas, I guess, dinner tortillas. The first time I started doing it was when I started making my own crunch wraps, like from Taco Bell. So we had started making those and getting the big flour tortillas. Good. All right, so now I know. We won't do it. The big flour tortillas, you put, like, you can buy the corn tortilla shells. So it's just like the little round corn. You put that down there, your hamburger and whatever else you want to put on top. Fold it all over. And so we got this from Taco Bell, but we made it at home. Put it in your skillet. Let it get all, you know, golden juicy and stuff. And I love those. Now, we used to make those. That's probably, we did that back in Virginia. So that's when I first started getting back into tortillas. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love the set. And we got it from Walmart. I think, did I get it from Walmart? It was like it was less than $10 or no more than $10. I want to say it was no more than $10. I remember when I used to be able to get those for like $5 because I've had one several times throughout my life, and it used to be like $5, but I think it's like $7 or $8 now. I think it used to be around that time, around that much. I love those because, I mean, they're good for the kids to use. You know, it's like, they don't have to turn on the stove. You don't have to worry about them touching the stove, but they can still make them a snack. They could, you know, you could do like little pizza pockets with them. You could get the tortilla shells, the flour tortillas, and they can make like little mini pizza pockets. You know, so there's so much that they could do with those. And then the quesadilla maker is the same thing. They could make their own little quesadillas. So they're cute and they're easy to use, and the kids can use them. I want a panini press too. This is why I need like a baker's kitchen, like a gourmet. I need a house, first of all. And then so I could have my huge gourmet kitchen with lots of counter space. I need lots of counter space, like a cabinet or somewhere that I could put all of my, you know, gadgets at, with like plugs up there for them so that they can just stay there and they don't have to be moved. You know, pot space. I saw this one, must have been like millionaires houses, or what was that show that used to come on, My Lottery Dream Home, like where they would win the lottery and then they'd go buy their dream house. I think that's what I saw it on. There were 2 kitchens. Yeah, so she had like, it was like a regular, one of the houses, it was like a regular kitchen, you know. And then, you know, and the regular kitchen was beautiful. It had like lots of cabinet. It had an island in the middle. It had the dual up and down oven. Gas range was amazing. It was beautiful. And then over to the side, it had like a baker's kitchen. So there was like another part. So it had like another oven, another two ovens, two of the stack ovens, another island, a whole bunch more cabinets. I was like, okay, that's what I need right there. That's what I can. I don't like the decor because it was very woodsy. It was like out in the middle of the woods somewhere. So it was that kind of rustic. That's not my theme. But the kitchen itself, just everything that it had was amazing. I don't know if y'all ever watched that show, My Lottery Dream Home. These were the people that he won like $180 million or something like that. Like $80 million. He won a lot of money. And he basically bought a whole mountain. He basically bought the house that he ended up choosing was that house. And it was like it was like at the top of a mountain. He had to get up the mountain, and then like his driveway was like a mile long to get up to his actual house. The house almost looked like a little miniature resort. It had a bunch of bedrooms. It was just huge. And then he had like, I don't know, like 20 acres of land. And then he you know how sometimes they do like the little recap and they catch up with people. He bought more of the mountain because he was like, yeah, there was this guy down there and he had like, I don't know what he had, horses or cows or something. He owned something and he had like another 20 or 30 acres. And so he bought that guy, the land from that gentleman. So he basically owned the whole mountain. But they were like, yeah, when it snows, you know, we kind of have to make sure that we know ahead of time so that we can, you know, go shopping and get stocked up. Because you live at the top of a mountain. You're not going nowhere if it snows. I don't care what type of vehicle you have. You're not going anywhere. So I was like, yeah, that's not my cup of tea. I don't need 180 acres of land. You know, like I don't need all of that. Yeah. Yeah, that's my lottery dream kitchen. Yeah, I'm like, babe, we need to stop playing the lottery. Because, like, I don't need 20 bedrooms. I don't need all of that. You know, if I had my way, maybe six. Maybe six. You know, just so I have a couple extra, you know, in case the kids come by, you know, stuff like that. We have 4 now. And we could probably manage with 4 if, you know, so then he could have his own. Because if you get your dream house, he's going to have his man cave. And I'm going to have my she shed. So we won't need the extra bedrooms. We could probably do with 4 bedrooms. Because we would have 2 extra bedrooms. Definitely need 2.5 baths. Because I am so done with 1 bathroom. I'm so done. My mom could have a bedroom on the first floor with her own bathroom. And then a half bath on the first floor. And then we would have our own bedroom. And then another bathroom, you know, up there where the public could use on the second floor for the extra bedrooms. So I guess that's more like 3 bathrooms, right? 3.5 bathrooms. But, you know, then his man cave, because we saw one in the downstairs, like the basement was almost like a whole nother apartment. Like there was 2 bedrooms downstairs in the basement. And then the basement was huge. Like there was a nice little sitting area on one side. And then you walked around the corner and it was like another huge area. Like some of these houses are beautiful, and like you wouldn't, like when I saw this house from the outside, it wasn't like it was right 100, sis. I was like, that's what I was thinking, Maverick. Like as big as that house was, there is no yeah, 180 acres. Like why? I'm just trying to think, why would you buy a whole mountain? Like you really don't want nobody bothering you, coming near you, seeing you, nothing. Like you own the whole entire mountain. All of the mountain is yours. Like, no, I don't want that much land. Number one, I don't want to have to take care of that much land. And it's a mountain, so there's really nothing for him to take care of. You know, there's nobody coming and saying, hey, you need to cut your grass. You know what I mean? So you don't have to worry about that type of stuff. But that's just too much. That's just too much. Yeah. I couldn't do 1 bedroom, Audrey. I couldn't. And only because, you know, I have the business and I gotta have my kitchen. And then my mom lives with us. But I think we could manage with 4 bedrooms if we had like our dream home, because he would have, if we had like a completed basement, you know, where he could have his man cave and, you know, all of that type of entertainment area that was out of the way, I could manage with 4 bedrooms. I definitely could. We could do 4 bedrooms because I would give my mom hers on the first floor with her own little bathroom and stuff, or maybe even like a little mother-in-law suite outside of the house with like a little mini kitchenette so she could feel like she's on her own. And then, you know, I would have my little she shed or something on the property with some place where I could actually leave the house and go to. I would love to have that. And then he would have his man cave, you know, in the basement somewhere. And then we would have our bedroom, our master suite, and then 2 extra bedrooms. I think that would be good. And you get like the bathroom that adjoins the 2 extra bedrooms. So you got bedrooms on either side and then the bathroom in between. Oh, man, I could do that. I could do that. Yeah, I would only have that much. And see, Virginia was the same way. They didn't have basements either because of the way they were. Like, they get rain. The first house that we had when we lived in Virginia, like, our backyard would turn into like a literal little pond when it rained. And there was like a little stream that went behind our house. And when it rained, it would flood. It would like just, and our whole backyard would be covered. It would be like this, like it would just disappear. It was crazy. I couldn't. Hi, kitties. Hi, the little kitties. Coco's like, who you talking to? Here she comes. She don't like nobody but mommy getting the attention. She's like, who you talking to? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the kitties. I'm talking to the kitty cats on the thingy. She be looking at me like she really having a conversation with me. Get babies. Get the babies. Yeah. I missed that show. My Lottery. It was My Lottery Dream Home. I wonder if it still comes on. It was on HGTV is what it used to come on. I don't know if it still comes on anymore. I don't have cable. You know, cable is so expensive. That's a whole nother topic. Like, cable is so, you could spend like over $200 for cable. You get the really good internet. You get all the channels. Now they have phones, cell phone service, home security service. They have something else now too, like all one bill. It'd be like $200-300, and then you still got to pay for movies. I'm like, listen, as much money as I'm paying you, I should not have to rent a movie from you. Movies be like $6 to rent a movie. I'm already giving you $200 a month. Why I gotta pay to rent a movie? Everything should be free. Everything should be free. They all up in the business. They all up in the business. That drives me crazy. Right. I mean, we just have our Roku. So, you know, we have, you got the mini little stations, Netflix and stuff like that you pay for. So you could still end up paying a pretty penny, you know, $5.99 here, $6.99 here. They do add up. But even still with those, you just be switching Hulu. Nope, nothing I want to do. Roku, nothing I want to watch there. Tubi, nothing I want to watch there. Netflix, nothing I want. Like, you can still, but at least I'm not paying $200 with nothing that I want to see. You know, it's crazy. All these stations, 200 stations, and can't find nothing to watch with cable. It's like, that's crazy. It's crazy. And then, you know, with movies, they're like, well, you can always go watch a movie because they always do have the free movies. I know. But it's like, who wants to keep watching? So I'm always looking for something that I haven't seen. But then I don't like going back so many years because, you know, movies are different today than they were back then. So whenever I go back and watch a movie like from, say, 2000, we're just going to say 2000, you know, the quality of the movie is different. You can see, you know, where, you know, they were pretending to be driving and the scenery around them is not really scenery moving or anything like that. And I catch everything. I hate it. But I think that's the writer in me. I catch everything. Like, I'm good for catching where rain scenes kill me. Because there'll be one part of the rain scene, her hair will be wet. And then they'll show her again and her hair be dry. Then they'll show her again, her hair will be wet again, and they'll be like all in the same scene. And I'll be like, I catch it all. I always catch the littlest things. I always catch it, and I'm not looking for them, but I always catch them. So it drives me crazy. I'm like, didn't somebody screen this? Don't they normally do a screening for a movie or a show before they put it out? I'm always catching it. Hubs loves Star Trek. He's watching the new one now. And he likes all type. We have Roku TV. I think that's what he's paying for. He's trying to figure out why is he paying for something for Roku. And I'm like, I thought Roku was free, but I think Roku does have Roku TV. Like everybody has YouTube TV now too, where you can watch regular TV stations live and stuff. Ooh. British mystery shows. See, I like stuff like that. I like different stuff. You know? I will watch Die Hard over and over and over. I love all of the Die Hards. I can watch them over and over again. I can watch the Mission Impossibles over and over and over again. I can watch there's another one. Die Hard, Mission Impossible. There's another one that I can watch the whole series just like over and over and never get bored with it. Oh, this is an old one, but I love John Wick. I mean, I know there's only 3. There's supposed to be a 4 coming, but I can watch all 3 of those. Matter of fact, I will probably watch them tonight because we have them. I have them. They're on one of the stations as well, but we also have the DVDs. So one of the ways, that's probably what I'm going to watch tonight. I'll probably watch John Wick 1, 2, and 3. I hope they hurry up and come out with 4 now that things are opening back up. And then like I like the Fast and Furious saga, but like I won't go back. That's not a show that I've gone back and rewatched. I totally hated number 2. Like number 2 made no sense at all. Part 2. I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen Fast and the Furious saga. Number 2. Is it number 2? Number 2 or number 3? Like, just didn't make any sense to the whole movie franchise. But part 9 is coming out, so Midsummer Murders. Okay, I will have to watch. That's on Acorn, you were saying? Is that on Acorn? I love mysteries. I love crime shows. So, like, I think everybody is on break right now. Because, like, Equalizer, I don't know if y'all started watching Equalizer with Queen Latifah. It's the TV series of the movie with Denzel. Denzel did Equalizer 1 and Equalizer 2. So they made a TV series out of the movie where Queen Latifah plays the Equalizer. And it's really good. But I guess they're on, on break because they did like maybe 6 shows. And I haven't seen any new ones. Like 911, I like that. There's 2 911s. I haven't seen any more Criminal Minds in a minute. Or even the whole, what's that show? NCIS. I love all of those. I think it's 3 of them. The original NCIS. I love Mark. He's so sexy. And NCIS Los Angeles with LL Cool J. And then the other one, is it Louisiana? It's NCIS, but I never know. Yes, Tokyo Drift made no sense to the franchise, and then they were like, yeah, that's how they introduced the guy. But I'm like, they didn't introduce him till like the very end. Like he just did it. The movie itself, they could have did the movie a whole nother way. I don't know how they could have did it, but it made no sense. It had nothing to do with the movie. The whole storyline in general. Like the random dude who got sent over. Like it just didn't make any sense. None. And what did you say that was on? What did you say Midsummer Murders is on? Definitely gonna have to watch that. I will look that up. Because matter of fact, I can probably just look it up and Roku will tell me what it's on. I love a good crime show and trying, when you're always looking for something to find, looking for something to watch. Have y'all ever, for those of you who have Roku, do you have like your different backgrounds and then try to figure out what the movies are from, because we finally figured out like once that these were actually from different movies. So yes, Mark Harmon is scrumptious. Did y'all realize that these are all like little movie pics in here? Like there's so many different like little movie pics, and then you can, you know, change your background. These just change automatically. Hubby somehow got set so that it just changes by itself. I don't know how often, but it changes by itself. But they're all just from, they're like little clips from different, not clips, but little things from different movies. And so like the first time we figured it out, I forgot which one we had up there, but that we was like, I was like, hey, that's from a movie. And then so we kept, you know, trying to go through and figure out which movies they were from. So yeah, Love and Basketball. Oh, what is that one? See, now I'm going to be looking. I'm going to be trying to figure it out. The bookstore, with the lady with the bookstore. Yeah, see? So now I'm going to be trying to figure this one out. Oh, dinner. Oh, all right. See, I got into talking. To me, you are perfect. All right. It should be done now, y'all. Hopefully I didn't burn it, because we got to talking and I forgot all about it. Okay. It should be done this time. Coco's sitting there waiting for her bowl. I'm saying, and if he lick his lips anymore, yes. Ooh, okay. The rice is definitely done. This looks so good. I'm going to put the foil back on it and just let it steam and finish. But it is done, y'all. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And then adding that sazon, the new sazon flavor that I used today, it gave it that nice kind of yellowy color. It kind of gave it that really nice yellow color. So yummy. And I'm glad that I used the fresh broccoli. Let's see, if I had used the frozen broccoli, it would have been more, you know, they would have been more mushy. I'm just saying, his abs are like, I'm just saying. So this is dinner, y'all. I'm probably going to have mine with some applesauce. Perfect. All right. So dinner is served. Dinner is done. I'm going to eat this with some applesauce. And where is it? So I found these. They are by Mission, but they're sweet Hawaiian tortillas, y'all. Sweet Hawaiian tortillas. Bab, I can't with you. Oh my goodness. I can't with you. I can't. Girl, you are a mess. But I agree. You're a mess. But 100%, I agree with you. These are like so super soft. This is my weakness. I dropped one, y'all. Coco, you don't eat bread. Don't be looking at it. She's looking at it like, what's that? I could just eat this and be good. Okay, so I'm going to make my plate. He is. Night in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm going to make me a plate. Mom, you ready to eat? And then we're going to be good. And get my little bowl. And they're so small, right? So they're like the perfect size. They're street taco size. So they're really small. I already took a little piece. So they're not like, you know, crazy big. So, you know, I just try to have just one. So let me make Mom's plate. This is so good. And then I'm just gonna have like a little, I want to try to get as many veggies in there for me as possible. And my little bowl, that's my dinner. Trust me, that's all I'm gonna eat. In fact, where's the top to that pot? Yes, you are. Definitely a fun mess. We've definitely got to put it in our plans to figure out how to get down there. At one point, we're going to get down there. Right. Trying to find. Well, not find. I know where it is. Some applesauce. And there we go. And that's dinner, y'all. All set. So thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Mav. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you, Ann. Thank you for anybody else who came in. Y'all have a beautiful night. Love you. Talk to you next time.